got Heather on the line. Heather, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Oh, I'm focused and not finished. How can I help you today?
I'm calling because my husband and I use the every dollar budget and found that we are every month $80 under. And he's been out of work for about 8 months, and we decided that with my company, I'm pretty steady, so we got one loan to start a business for him, which hasn't taken off yet, of course, because it's new. And then the other thing was that we took a consolidation loan, and when I found out that the interest rate was at 34%, I kind of stopped dead and then called my 401k again, and I said, how can I get help? And they said, well, take your second loan from your 401k, pay off the debt consolidation loan. It's only a 5% loan through the 401k, and then take extra money so that you aren't in the red when while you're waiting for your husband's business to catch up.
Okay.
But that put us at $80 short every month, and I'm still like, I've canceled I've canceled cable. The only thing I haven't canceled yet is our cell phones, and I'm, about ready to do that too. But, it's scary. There's so much to do that we're stuck, and I don't know what to do.
Well, you got a lot going on, Heather, and the first thing I want you to know is that I hear you, okay? I hear you, and this is a frustrating time for several reasons. You got some stress. You got things happening. How much debt do you guys owe right now, all total?
$43,000.
Okay, and that $43,000, is that credit cards, student loans?
It's student loans and the 401k loans.
Okay, and how big is the 401k loan?
It was two of them together at 30.
Okay.
So that total of 30,000, and then student loans at 13.
Okay. Let's go back to another thing. You said your husband's been out of work for 8 months.
Yes.
Why?
He was trying to get back into the flooring business that he was doing, and it just wasn't picking up for him. And he's a really good chef, so we thought, hey, let's do a catering business. So we started, we bought all the supplies with that first 401k loan, and it just, it takes time to build a business, which I understand, but in the meantime, we need to feed our kids. We got 2 kids.
Okay, you have 2 kids.
Yeah.
What's the household income? What's your income right now?
My income net is about 59.
Okay, all right. Well, here's the reality. You got a couple things going on. You got a budgeting type situation. More importantly, though, you got an appetite for debt. You can't borrow your way out of this stuff, and that's what you've been doing. You've been stealing from your future, taking from the 401k to try to clean up the mess now, and all it's doing is compounding. Your husband, in the idea of trying to start a business, I love entrepreneurs, I love business, I love people starting businesses, but here's the deal. Right now, you guys have to feed a family. You have to take care of business. So he needs to go get a job, okay? Not the job. I know he's preferring to be in the flooring industry, but he needs income coming in. As a man, that will change his spirit and his psyche to be able to have money coming in. Then he can start to work on the catering business on the side. So no more purchasing of equipment for the catering business. You could buy all kinds of things. And until you all are reaching out and you've got a need in the market or you've got people that you can serve, what you have is a bunch of equipment that's sitting there for a large family cookout. Okay, and that's not what you're looking for. And so I want you to encourage him. Sit down, let's look at this. How do we get some money coming in here? And then the catering business is the thing on the side. That's the thing you're looking at. How do we go about this and how do you approach it? So I would encourage you, as you're looking at your budget, you guys are probably still eating out and doing some other things. The $80, you can fix that, right? But the mindset is more money needs to come in. And that's the reality. And hopefully you can sit down with him and you guys can talk about that. And yes, he can still look to get into the flooring industry and the catering thing, but he needs a daytime job right now. And that's the reality. And I need you to talk with him about it and care enough to tell him that so you can get some of this stress and pressure off of you. Right now, you're shouldering it all. And this is not the time to try to start a business. You got to feed your family. Then you look, how do we do this on the side and be able to grow it? And I've got several friends that are in the catering industry, and it is busy, and it's tough, and it's feast or famine. And so it's the mindset of, where's business coming from? Where are the opportunities? And so have that conversation. You all look at it. You need to gain agreement on what's being spent. No eating out. I mean, you're going to have some creative meals. Trust me. Lima beans and ramen noodles and all this other stuff. But we got to get down to bare basics. And we talk about that as the four walls. Your housing, your transportation, clothing, right? Housing, transportation, clothing, and then food. And so food doesn't mean eating out. And I promise you, if you guys will tighten down, that's important. And these 401k loans concern me, Heather, for the simple fact of, if you were to lose or leave that job, those can become due and payable very quickly, typically within 60 to 90 days. So that thing needs to get attacked, and so you can give yourself a raise, because that's the best way to give yourself a raise, is to get yourself out of debt. That's the truth. I'm telling you.